Hello to all you Virgos out there. This is your monthly horoscope for April of 2020. This is general for the Virgo, not a personal tailor-made reading. If you want that, go to an astrologer that resonates with you. But here I'm going to, as a true Virgo, I'm a fellow Virgo, I'm going to try to make a small video, not too long, but precise and concise. And I want to look at three things here. First of all, the Venus. That is shifting into Gemini as from the 3rd of the month. Then this is a Uranian ride this month of April. I want to talk about that, and of course also about Mars and Saturn in Aquarius. So let's break this down. First of all, Venus in Gemini for you Virgos. Wow, interesting when it comes to work. If you want to improve your work, if you want to reassess your work, if you want to make it better, this is an opportunity that you Virgos are having, because Venus normally stays like 3 to 4 weeks in a sign, but now it's going to be there in the sign of Gemini, the highest point of your horoscope that represents work. It's going to be there up until the 7th of August. So a lot of you Virgos are going to reassess, because that's what Venus does. Venus says, yeah, it's good, it's not so good. What are we going to do? So reassessing work basically, or reassessing, if you're not working, your role in society, what you want it to be. And there is a possibility here for improvement. There is a possibility also for more recognition, especially after the end of June, when Venus, whilst it went retrograde in May, it goes back direct again on the end of June and onwards. So there is an improvement there for you. It's only going to show itself around the end of June, but now is the time, especially in April, when Venus goes very fast forward in April, that you can really attract a promotion, attract more money because of work, attract more clients, attract help from a female or someone who's really or maybe a male, but who's very female-like, very charming, very understanding, very generous as well. Having Venus in the 10th house, there might be someone who's helping you out with your career as well. Whatever it is, if career has been a bit like not so good, there is improvement coming for sure, and for the long run, because now you're getting time to reassess and to readjust. Also, when you want to have the promotion, when you want to have a new job and you're doing interviews, especially to sign contracts, is best around the end of June. But it's a good time to think about that, to kind of have a look at that as well. But surely Venus, where it transits, it shows where you're going to enjoy yourself. So you're going to enjoy yourself, which is quite often with Virgos, isn't it? Whilst doing what you're doing for a living. And that's Venus in the 10th house as well. For those of you who are single, they can meet someone at work. And it can be a very significant relationship. More of that in the next couple of months, because you're also going to have Venus in the North Node conjuncting. That's quite special. So very good energy for you, as it is in the highest part of your horoscope. So definitely a time of thinking about improving your work. And it's in Gemini. So this has to do with communication. This has to do with how you present yourself, for sure. Now, what else is going on? I said it's going to be also a very Uranian kind of month. And that is because the outer planets like Pluto, Neptune, Uranus, they can play a significant role during a month. And this month it's Uranus. Why? Because it's getting a lot of aspects. It's together with the new moon around the 23rd of the month. You're going to have a new moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus in your 6th house of your day-to-day routines, of your day-to-day work, also work house, but also of your health. So there could be a new, all of a sudden, that's Uranus, something that freezes up, a sort of a new beginning when it comes to job, a new beginning when it comes to improving your health, a new beginning, a new method, for instance, that is a bit out of the ordinary. Uranus is a bit out of the ordinary. Uranus is like the chiropractor or the acupuncturist or doing something that really improves your health, beside all the other stuff that you're doing, of course, because I'm an advocate of working on different levels. So, or a new pet that you're getting could be the case as well. It's going to be a very exciting one, you know, with next to Uranus. And so, and another thing that's going on is, oh, I'm not correct. I'm not correct. What I'm saying here about Mars and Saturn, my goodness me, I'm recording this with Mercury retrograde, and I'm feeling it so strongly. I know it's like, you know, Virgos know always how to talk themselves out of a problem, but it's really, really true. Mea culpa. What I'm saying is partly right. What I'm saying about your sixth house is really, really on, because Mars conjoins with Saturn, and Mars together with Saturn is really, I'm going to make this video a little bit longer for you, you know, to make good my mistake that I just made there. What I said about this Uranus is true, truly true. It is a bit of, you know, excitement there going on for sure, but it's happening in your ninth house. And the ninth house is a very mental kind of house. So there is a new beginning for you, Virgos, when it comes to your perception of life. So in an alternative way. So yes, you could have gone for the classical medicine all of your life, and all of a sudden you say, hey, but what about indeed acupuncture? Is that a good thing? Yes or no? I'm going to try this out here. You see, so the Virgos are here invited to have a broader perspective when it comes to what they think about the world and what they think about their environment, what they think about life, basically. And that clashes a little bit with their day-to-day life. So that clashes a little bit with either work or either health. Could also mean that the ninth house is study. So all of a sudden, with Uranus there, the new moon around the 23rd of the month, you need to study something new. And that is because of work. And that stresses you out a little bit. And Mars-Saturn means putting a lot of effort into it. But I would recommend doing it, because Saturn will be there for a long time. And it will be there to improve actually your routines, and by looking at it step by step. Mars Saturn together there in your sixth house is getting good aspects of Venus in your 10th house. So work seems again pretty good. It's not that you're going to be all stressed out and you cannot work anymore. No, on the contrary, it all seems pretty good when it comes to work, and there's a lot of devotion with Mars, especially the beginning of the month, with Mars and Saturn in your sixth house of your day-to-day work. So, but as I said, by the ninth house is a bit tricky there, especially the end of the month around the 23rd. So if you travel, something unexpected can happen. Expect the unexpected. If you're studying, something can come out of the blue, so that you have to readjust yourself. And Virgos don't really like this Uranian energy mostly. But again, all in all, for the Virgos, really, really good energy. Financial, it seems pretty good. Work level, it seems really, really good. On an emotional level and relationship level, there's not really that much going on in the skies. But of course, on the long term, you do have Neptune in your 7th house. So stay with the feet on the ground when it comes to relationship, Virgos. And especially with new relationships, right? But there's a lot of compassion and understanding in your relationship that is on the background for many, many further months. So, having said that, mea culpa for the little mistake I made, but I hope I made it right again. Thank you so much for watching. Have a splendid month, you Virgos. Bye-bye.